Keith, before we go on to that remarkable Wiljami signing, let me kind of tail back and talk about Kasper Schmeichel a little bit, because we've had, quite a strong response. Marzuno here says Kasper has given us a look at a proper top modern goalie in the SPFL. Craigie says Kasper, the friendly goalie, will be a big miss for the tick in the running. Rebel says Celtic will win the league this year with captain Jack Sparrow in goals, which is an interesting outlook. But going back to the sort of abuse that he took, I mean, the polio comment, just utterly bizarre.
Yeah,
really weird. Talking about goalie, 113 caps, he's played in a World Cup, he got them to this, or helped get them to the semi-finals of the Euros. Just really weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going through the guy's head when he's written that. Listen, we've all written stuff that you look back and think, well, I shouldn't have written that. But I mean, even as the words are coming off the end of your fingertips, you would surely think to yourself, oh, that's a bit over the top. No, there's no real excuse for that. In fact, there's no any excuse for it. And I think the guy's been roundly chastised for it, and rightly so. That's just way over the score. Nasty. Actually, really nasty, really personal.
Sorry, go on.
No, I just don't know. It's a bit warped, isn't it?
It's
a bit warped
bizarre,
to make
I think,
a comment like that.
Really strange.
And the worst thing about it is, yes, I have written stuff. Sometimes you think, oh, maybe that was a bit strong. But, I mean, in retrospect, you think that. But honestly, how could you write that with your fingertips on your keyboard and think, yeah, I like that, it's a good line? That's very flawed.
Even if he, had been having a bad season, Schmeichel or
Schmeichel has been outstanding all season.
He's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant. Aye.
And by the way, he saves a penalty from Ronaldo at the start of that game.
Aye, I know.
A penalty from Ronaldo. I mean, there's not that many keepers anywhere across the world that can put their hand up and say, yeah, remember that time I saved a penalty from Ronaldo?
Aye, I know.
It doesn't happen all that often. So, and this is a guy that's been completely committed to Denmark's colours throughout his entire career. His father before him. I think that's way out of line. It sounds really personal, actually. It sounds as if it's somebody with a personal issue. I think it's deeply regrettable, and I'm not surprised there's been an almighty reaction to it. Could you imagine somebody over here wrote that about
Craig Gordon or something? That'd be bizarre.
That'd be disgraceful.
Aye. Mark Fairfield, as you can see on your screen there, says the league is won, but losing Kasper could cost the treble. We need a long-term number one ASAP. It's going to be interesting to see how Sinisalo gets on if this is to be an extended run.
The problem there is, Mark, that the transfer market's not open, so Sinisalo is what you've got. But I look at Celtic, I think they're so far in front of everybody else right now. Look, famous last words might come back to bite me in the bum, but I've said it now for a matter of weeks, and I've said it since the other night when we realised that Kasper Schmeichel might have a problem getting back for before the end of this season. I still think Celtic are so far out in front, and it'll be interesting to see Sinisalo, because he has played one game. I don't think he touched the ball in it hardly. Certainly didn't have a register a save, so I think it'll be interesting for Celtic to have a look. As Michael said, this is a boy that was brought in for exactly this reason. He's seen as the long-term replacement